Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Thank God it's Friday. The weekend is here again. Okay? So I have to make this video for us to keep you guys busy through the weekend. Okay? And I will also advise you for your own good. Try and look at all the videos the teacher have made for this week and make sure you listen to all of them. Okay? One more time. And read along with your student book and try to cross-check with your workbook to make sure you've done all the exercises that are related to them. All right, so let's jump into the word box section immediately so that we can take it from
Track 11. C. Practice the questions and answers.
Who's he?
He's a taxi driver.
Who's she?
She's a police officer.
Who is? Whose?
Who's he? He's a taxi driver.
Who's she?
She's a police officer.
Track 12. C. Practice the questions and answers. Number 1.
Who's he? He's a farmer.
Number 2.
Who's he? He's a train conductor.
Number 3.
Who's she?
She's a police officer.
Number 4.
Who's he? He's a taxi driver.
Number 5.
Who's he? He's an office worker.
Number 6.
Who's she? She's a teacher.
Number 7.
Who's he?
He's a student.
Number 8.
Who's she?
She's a cook.
Number 9.
Who's he?
He's a shopkeeper.
Number 10.
Who's she?
She's a nurse.
Track 13. D. Ask and answer.
Is he a farmer?
Yes, he is.
Is she a farmer?
No, she isn't.
Is he a farmer? Yes, he is. Is she a farmer? No, she isn't.
Track 14. D. Ask and answer. Number 1.
Is she a farmer? Yes, she is.
Number 2.
Is he a cook?
Yes, he is.
Number 3.
Is he a police officer? No, he isn't.
Number 4.
Is she a nurse?
Yes, she is.
Track 15. Let's learn more. A. Practice the words. Number 1.
Teachers.
Number 2.
Police officers.
Number 3.
Doctors.
Number 4.
Pilots.
Number 5.
Engineers.
Number 6.
Train conductors.
Number 7.
Firefighters.
Number 8.
Taxi drivers.
Number 9.
Students.
Number 10.
Dentists.
Track 16. B. Practice the sentence.
They're dentists. They are. There.
They're dentists.
Track 17. B. Practice the sentence.
They're teachers.
They're police officers.
They're doctors.
They're pilots.
They're engineers.
They're train conductors.
They're firefighters.
They're taxi drivers.
They're students.
They're dentists.
Track 18. C. Practice the question and answer.
Who are they? They're Mr. Jones and Mr. Lee. They're pilots. Who are they?
They're Mr. Jones and Mr. Lee. They're pilots.
Track 19. C. Practice the question and answer. Number 1.
Who are they?
They're Ms. Adams and Mr. White. They're doctors.
Number 2.
Who are they?
They're Mr. Gray and Ms. Johnson. They're pilots.
Number 3.
Who are they?
They're Mr. and Mrs. Brown. They're dentists.
Number 4.
Who are they?
They're Mr. Baker and Mr. Simmons. They're firefighters.
Track 20. D. Ask and answer.
Are they teachers?
Yes, they are.
Are they teachers?
No, they aren't.
Are not. Aren't.
Are they teachers?
Yes, they are.
Are they teachers?
No, they aren't.
Track 21. D. Ask and answer. Number 1.
Are they firefighters?
Yes, they are.
Number 2.
Are they engineers?
No, they aren't.
Number 3.
Are they teachers?
No, they aren't.
Track 22. Let's build. A. Listen and number. Number 1.
A cook.
Number 2.
Police officers.
Number 3.
Train conductors.
Number 4.
A teacher.
Number 5.
Office workers.
Track 23. B. Ask and answer.
Who is Mr. Jones?
He's a train conductor. Number 1.
Who is Mr. Jones?
He's a train conductor.
Number 2.
Who is Miss Black?
She's a teacher.
Number 3.
Who is Ms. Smith?
She's a nurse.
Number 4.
Who is Mr. White?
He's a pilot.
Number 5.
Who is Mr. Lee?
He's a cook.
I'm sure that should be enough for today, okay? So you're going to turn to page 40 of your workbook when you're done with your student book. Then we go to page 40, look and write, she's a nurse. Then you have to complete the rest of the writings from number 1 to 8, okay? Shopkeeper, cook, a nurse, a farmer, a taxi driver, a train conductor, an office worker, a police officer. These are occupations. Occupation is what one does for a living. Then you go to page 41. You also have to connect and write. You've been given an example. You see Miss Lee. Miss Lee is Miss Lee. She's a nurse. So you do the same with the rest of other Mr. Brown, Mrs. Smith, and Mr. Jones. Then by the time you're done with that, you move further down to read and march, page 41, your workbook. Is she a cook? So you answer the questions accordingly. Then page 42, you've got look and write, a pilot, dentist, students, engineers, doctors, teachers, taxi drivers, firefighters, and be able to fill in the columns and spaces provided for you. Then the other section is trace and write. Then page 43. So you got a lot to do, a lot. I don't want to see you jumping into the Zoom class when you are not finished, or when you have not finished all these yet, okay? So you take care of all these. When you come into the classroom, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions based on your answers, all right? So it's weekend, and I will encourage you to make sure you go through all the videos that teacher have made for this week. Make sure you watch all of them one more time, okay? That is going to help you with your listening. When you listen to the speaker speaking, you can say the same thing, you repeat after the speaker, or you read from your book, or you read from the screen, okay? It's up to you. So that's going to be all about it for today. And you guys must be good to your parents, and do have a great weekend ahead of you. Bye-bye for now, and see you when you come into the Zoom class so we can round up the class for the week. Bye, y'all.